If you have trouble trying to figure out who to vote for, me or Trump, then you ain't black. That's Charlemagne. I'm so glad that Larry Elder schooled this boy right on his show. Very disrespectful Charlemagne should be paying homage to Larry Elder. Larry Elder is spitting facts, okay? Charlemagne has no idea what he's talking about, ever. I'm going to let you watch this with Piers Morgan. I want to react to this video. Take a look at this, man.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Now, what did you make of that when he said that? What was your instinctive reaction?
It should have been outrage. It should have been a little bit of anger. He totally disrespected this man right to his face. Okay? That's something a racist person would actually say to your face. You ain't black if you ain't on my side. That's crazy. Okay? Let Trump say something like that. I wish Trump would say something like that.
Instinctive reaction was exactly what I said in that moment. Like, it's not about Trump. It's just about me, wanting to, get something for my community. Votes are transactional. We vote for you. You do something for us. And so that's literally.
Bro, what has the Democrat Party ever done for black people? Look at the cities that the Democrats run. They absolutely have done nothing. They've actually made it worse. They've never voted Republican ever. My grandparents were Republicans from North Carolina, okay? They wouldn't put up with any of this stuff. They'll be against everything that they see nowadays, okay? Totally. People nowadays just have no clue, bro. Look at it.
Where my mind was at. And even with that, you ain't black comment that he made, I think he got that from black people that were around him at the time. And I think that was a granddad joke. But I think what he was trying to say is...
A granddad joke? He's going to make an excuse for Joe Biden right now, bro. A granddad joke? What's a granddad joke, bro? You ain't black? Bro, if you don't vote for Donald Trump, then you ain't white. Like, really, think about how that sounds. Man, people just don't hear themselves, I'm telling you.
Is simply, if you vote for Donald Trump as a black person, you may be voting against your own interests.
And what do you think about that?
As far as, what do I think about what?
About what you just said about what people may have thought Biden meant. Do you think that is true? Do you think you're voting against your own interests as a black American if you vote for Trump?
Yes, I do. Because, I feel like, Donald Trump is...
Notice he says, I feel. It's not about facts and facts and facts. It's just how he feels. That's strange.
A threat to democracy. And, when you talk about a country that could be leaning toward fascism because you have people in a party that are leaning toward fascism, as a black person or any...
Oh, you mean like mass mandates? You mean like mandating the phony 19 shot? Is that what you mean? What you talking about, Charlemagne?
Minority, I don't think, you would want to live under a fascist regime. And, that's not something that, it doesn't matter what your money, how much money you have or, what your status is. If you're a person of color or a minority under a fascist regime, I don't think that's going to fare too well for you.
The problem at the moment, it seems, for people who share your views about that, there are many Americans who share that opinion of Trump, and there are many who still support him, is that Trump is running away with the Republican nomination race, fueled, it seems, by all these legal issues that he has. The more times he gets indicted, we're up to nearly 100 criminal charges now, the more popular he seems to get. And part of that is people thinking it's the establishment trying to destroy him. And people don't like that in America. Even if they don't agree necessarily with Trump's political views, they just think...
Exactly. They shouldn't ever do this to any sitting president. Unless you're an actual criminal. Like Sleepy Joe. Okay? All the evidence is there. It's going to come out. And all the whining, crying liberals, they'll get to see it for themselves and say, oh, well, we didn't know. Yeah, we told you.
He's getting put upon and victimized. Is all this backfiring, do you think? just as a reality check about the political environment.
I kind of expected this. Like, you know, I knew that it was an easy call for him to say that it's a witch hunt. You know, I kind of predicted that. You know, if you was listening to, you know, my radio show, The Breakfast Club, and my podcast, The Brilliant Idiots, I was saying.
Charlamagne ain't predict nothing, okay? All right? This man can't predict nothing. He don't know anything about what he's talking about, bro. It's just all about skin color and black people. That's it. The black on black crime issue never gets talked about. It's the worst stain on society that we've ever seen. More people get killed in black neighborhoods than anywhere else on the planet. And these people talking about a threat to democracy. You know.
That, you know, I could see a lot of this working in his favor now. I don't know how it's going to work in a general election, because I think you have a lot of independent voters. I don't know if they'll necessarily, you know, show up for him. And, you know, those hypothetical swing voters who, you know, voted for President Obama one year and then came back and voted for, you know, Trump another year. They might have came back and, you know, voted for President Biden. I don't know if they're necessarily going to show up. But the thing I find interesting about Trump, President Trump, the most is that, you know, you have 91 criminal charges. What is it? Four indictments. I haven't.
Yeah, so Trump's got all these criminal charges. Okay. What about all the murderers in Fannie Willis's Georgia? Huh? They're still on the run. How about all the murders in the liberal cities? Huh? They ain't caught one of them in one city? Really? Are you serious? Oh, but you want to indict a sitting president? Make it make sense, bro. Charlamagne, make it make sense, bro.
I haven't heard him talk about policy at all.
No.
I haven't heard him talk about, you know, any legislation he wants to implement at all. Every time he's getting on television, it's about the witch hunt and it's about the charges against him. And to me, man, I would have to look at the people who are supporting him and say, well, what are y'all supporting? Like, because.
Bro, I'm telling you one thing. You'll never be able to fix anything doing the same thing that you've always done. You're going to always get the same results. You keep putting Democrats in office in your city, you'll never see a change. Isn't that clear by now? Isn't it very clear? You're not going to see any change. The one thing that you don't want to do is the one thing that can get you out of the problem that you're in. But you don't want to do it because somebody done talked you out of your success. That's where we are right now. People listen to the mainstream media, listen to CNN, MSNBC, talk a lot of junk, and they have no idea what's actually happening on the streets. They don't know what's going on. But they know that you are watching, and they know how to manipulate you. They are masterminds at it. All you got to do is turn the TV off and think for yourself, man. Look, if you like this content, like and subscribe. I'm going to keep hitting these people in the head. Man, y'all take care.